Hello everyone, this is Dan Gramza and welcome to dangramza.com Market Studies for Monday, July 14th. Well, what we see here on Friday is the S&P, a market that's cooling off, getting ready for the weekend, a little bit of profit taking. There is uncertainty out there. A lot of it's what I call anticipatory news. In other words, it hasn't happened yet, but there's the potential for it. For example, tariffs on Canada imports, the 35% tariffs. Well, it starts August 1st. It's not in place, but you see a market responding to that possibility. I think that's the environment that we're in. The dollar difference here, just to give you a reference between that red line and green line, if you haven't seen this, that's a sell to buy level. That's $250 a contract. Let's check out these other indices, and what you see here in the NASDAQ market, very similar. Potential double top, bouncy on the lows. Buyers are trying to come back in. They did sell off, so look for an inside day on Monday. And I should have told you the dollar difference here in that market, just so you have it as a reference, between the sell and buy level is $520 a contract. Over in the Dow also cooled off as we went into the weekend. This is a potential longer term top, so be careful here in that market. We could have more legs to the downside. Let's take a look at what's happening in the Russell. It traded below its sell level. Dollar difference in that market is $950 a contract. And what do we look for here? Same situation. Potential longer term top. I do look for a down move, but not a big move lower. Over in the currencies, the euro stays a little softer, so the US dollar is stronger against that currency. Dollar difference here between the sell and buy level, $325 a contract. Be careful here, it is slowing off to the downside, implies the dollar may be getting weaker. The Swissie's in the same boat. Monday and Tuesday of next week will be very important for that market. $225 is the dollar difference between the sell and buy level in that market. Now, Mr. Yen broke to the downside. It implies the dollar is getting stronger against this currency. Do look for a down day, but not a big day down in that market. We're at a critical level there. Over in the Aussie dollar inside day, look for more of that kind of action, a sideways move. And in the Canadian dollar, British pound, forgot about that one. That did break to the downside. Looks for a smaller range move in that market. And the dollar difference up here, that sell to buy level, $443.75. Now, Canadian dollar. You would think with all this information that came out about this country that we would be down here someplace, but we're not. Canadian dollar is acting resilient. Look for a sideways move in that market. Bitcoin on its way. It's really, I thought it would back off a little more today. It did not. Look for an inside day on Monday in that market. And the dollar difference here is $5,875 a contract. Now, let's move on. And let's take a look at the 10-year notes. That also is a bit softer. Yields went up a bit. Look for an inside to only smaller movement to the downside for Monday's action. The dollar difference here, that sell to buy level, is $2,031.25. And let's check out that longer end of the curve, and that's a 30-year treasuries in the bonds. The dollar difference here between the buy and sell level in that market is $250 a contract. Let's see what's happening though. Don't look for a big day down, but a smaller range day on Monday. Gold is firming up. We see buyers coming in, a confident close, dollar difference sell to buy level, $3,080 a contract, $3,800 a contract. Bit of difference between those two. Silver. Now pay attention to silver. Silver can lead the way, and that's really kind of what we're seeing here right now. It's got that kind of a setup. I do look for an up day on Monday, but not a big day for that market. A dollar difference between the sell to this buy level is $1,300 a contract. Now check out copper. The tariffs on copper created a lot of uncertainty in that market. The expectations were very high, but look how it's behaving. It's absorbing the news, and I look for more of that type of action. Dollar difference sell to buy level, $2,750 a contract. Well, what about energy? In crude oil, we're firming up also. I do look for follow through, but the issue fundamentally, we don't have a lot of support. We don't have a lot of support for that market. That sell to buy level there is $550 a contract. Nat gas. We have a lot of nat gas out there, so I don't look for dramatic follow through to the upside. If it was the case, we would see this trading up here. We're not. And dollar difference here, that's 300, and this is 500 down here in the lower part. Now, well, that's the grains. I mean, the energy. Here's the grains. And our friend here, Mr. Bean, we see a market that been attempted at a rally. We have a lot of beans, a lot of positive fundamentals out there, and I do look for a sideways move in this market. If we look at the dollar value of that kind of movement there, we have 950 is the dollar difference, the sell to buy level in that market. Corn also softening up a bit. I don't look for a big move in this market. Dollar difference, sell to buy level 850. Look for a sideways move. It just, the crop overall looks good, and it's reflected there. Same thing for wheat. Wheat globally looks healthy, and it'll be interesting to see if we break much further. This does imply a down day for Monday in that market, so keep your eye on the wheat market. It's an interesting setup, and $300 is the dollar value between that sell to buy level. Well, those are my thoughts for today. Thank you for joining me. Look forward to being with you again tomorrow. On Monday. In the meantime, have a terrific weekend and take care.